Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash, the Bawanas of the Apostles and the Elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Lek out there doing this work of faith and labor of love with true sincerity. All right, now I want to get into a topic, about detoxing, all right, and the detox symptoms, okay? And last week I just did a brief thing on detox in general, and briefly explaining the difference between the cleanse and the detox. But during both a cleanse and a detox, you can or you will experience various things, which a lot of people would it would seem backwards. You would think if you cleanse or you're a detox, you would think that you would instantly feel better. Well, that's not the case. For the simple fact is, we've been spending years upon years of doing damage into our body from, Esau putting all his chemicals in the air, the chemtrails, gas in the air, the contaminants in the soaps, the contaminants in everything, contaminants in our foods, and all of these things absorb into our bodies. So if anything that's in a liquid form, or anything that touches the skin, or any type of lotions or anything like that automatically gets into the bloodstream, okay? Because the skin is the largest organ of elimination, all right? And one of the absolute best ways to cleanse or to detox is getting the body able to sweat, okay? Not going out there working out, for an hour or 2 hours, because you're building up more toxins within inside of the body, or more acid, should I say. You're building up more acid within inside of the body that the body has to get rid of. But doing things like a jog, or just shooting around playing basketball, not hard, or going to a steam room or sauna, these are some of the best ways to get up a sweat for the body to be able to cleanse itself, all right? Cleanse or detox itself. Now, when you're going through these cleanses and detoxes, you're going to notice these various effects. Now, I just found something on Google. And I'm going to just read a couple of these. It says, the first few days of a cleanse can be difficult. Remember, I'm speaking on both cleanses and detoxes. So, you may have to go through different detox symptoms that will make you feel pretty crappy. But this is a good thing. It means that your detox is working. Now, person would think, why is this? This is because the body has to take time to purge itself of all the bullshit, man. So it's conserving energy, and you're going to feel like crap sometimes when all this stuff is coming up out of you. That's why the scriptures speak on in Sirach, a healthy and cheerful mind will take care of his diet. This is why it's so important, so that we don't have to constantly go through these various things. It's like you want to be able to detox and get all the crap out of you, and be able to perform it every so often, that way you don't have such a toxic buildup that when you go back to cleanse or the detox, it's not that strenuous upon the body. You want to hit it one real good time of detox. You want to hit a detox one good time for an extended period of time, as long as you could possibly go. Get a lot up out of you. That way, when you go to cleanse or detox every 3 months or so, it's not that bad. All right. So, number one, you see it says different pooping habits. When you first start a detox, your bowel movements might slow down a little bit. Then they may get a little irregular, whether it's diarrhea, or you just can't go at all, and that's where you might have to use something, like some herbs like cascara sagrada. I can't think of it. Cascara sagrada. You got Cape aloe. You got senna leaf, which is a laxative. You don't want to really abuse that as much. Rhubarb, umber grande. These are some herbs that you will want to use to help the stomach as well as help push the bowels. if you can't go, because it's normal, like on the first 3 days that you normally won't go to the bathroom because the body has to, get used to not eating as much, because when you cleanse and detox, you really don't want to eat as much because that defeats the purpose. you know. So it says what strong body odor. The more toxicity you have in your body, the stronger your body odor will be, and that's a fact. That's why it's good. Like I said, if you could get to a steam room or a sauna room, and this helps take a lot of the pressure up off of the kidneys. Okay, when you're sweating as much, and some people can smell really bad, like straight up. Luckily, especially, if it was a damn Edomite trying to cleanse or detox, so, they ain't got as many sweat glands as us, but that's one thing that you can possibly experience. Now, don't let all these different things discourage you. This is just something to know when you're going through it, so you don't think like, oh, the detox is making me sick, because you got a lot of people out there that think the detox makes them sick. No, you're already sick. The detox is trying to purge this sickness up out of us, So, yeah, it says swollen, number 3, swollen lymph nodes. People whose lymph nodes suddenly swell up during their cleanse were either very toxic or were infected by bacteria, yeast, or a dormant virus, because this is where all of the germs, the viruses, the bacteria all end up at in the lymph nodes all throughout our body. The lymph nodes' job it's a checkpoint for disease, for viruses, so on and so forth. So if you have a lot of contaminants, within the body, viruses and stuff, the lymph nodes can tend to get swollen, especially when you're going through a detox, because now it's trying to act to purge it up out of you. And a lot of the deodorants, this is why I use my own, put together deodorants and stuff, because a lot of deodorants and stuff, they can clog your lymph nodes that are underneath your armpits. This is why people get boils underneath their armpits from using certain deodorants, okay? And it's really best to use your own personal deodorant, whether it's something you put together to rub on, or you put something together just to spray underneath your underneath your underarms. All right. So, gas and bloating. Gas and bloating are not detox symptoms that normally happen during a fast, but rather during a detox. Yeah, you'll just experience that because the body's just trying to release and just trying to push the bowels forward, and the bacteria creates little bubbles within the stomach that creates that gas. So that's how we got a lot of bacteria within the gut when you're having that gas. All right, but that should subside very shortly. Number 5 says nausea and vomiting. If you are fasting or following a keto diet, you may experience nausea or even vomiting. This is usually due to the presence of ketones in your blood. This is real rare unless you happen to be very, very sick, like dealing with some type of cancer or stuff like that, or a nasty stomach virus. But this is real rare. I haven't experienced any of that. You may feel very dizzy, lightheaded certain days, especially like getting up. It depends all on your regimen too, So, but some days you definitely will feel a little dizzy and a little lightheaded and stuff like that. It says 6, mood swings. Several factors can provoke irritability, like the waste that is circulating in the bloodstream, or the withdrawal symptoms from caffeine and sugar. Yeah, people usually get, especially people that are diabetic, when their sugar gets low, they start getting cranky and stuff like that, because the whole body feeds off of sugar. And one way to counteract that, you're still going to feel it, the irritability to a certain degree, but the way to counteract that a little bit is to eat a lot of fruits, because fruits is the most cleansing thing for the body, the most detoxifying thing for the body. So eat more fruits. And that way you can keep your sugar levels up to a certain degree. That way you're not experiencing as much mood swings or irritability from the lack of sugar. All right. Number 7, it says headaches. Headaches are usually caused by the withdrawal of caffeine or the elimination of toxins. It's more so the elimination of toxins, not really by withdrawal of caffeine. That's only if you drinking, coffee and stuff like that every single day. But really, mainly it's just from the elimination of toxins, and especially the toxins, because the toxins, you got to think about it. The body drains from the head on down, so we have a lot of buildup within our brains that has to come down through the lymph nodes, through our face, because we have lymph nodes in your face, through your neck, so on and so forth. So while all of this draining down is going to cause those headaches, all right, and I've experienced them quite often, and sometimes, depending on how bad the body is, it can last for a few days. It just depends. So it really depends on the person. It depends on how long you're detoxing, whether you're water fasting, whether you're fruit fasting, whether you're eating salads during your detox. So it depends. But if you happen to start to feel, headaches and different things like that, if you want to slow the detox down, if it's feeling too intense for you, then then you can just eat a salad or have an avocado. Those things, they're still cleansing, but they help to slow down the cleanse or the detox a little bit from the heavy symptoms that you may be feeling. All right, and it says number 8, fatigue. Being tired in the beginning of your cleanse is normal. It can it can be caused by the liberation of toxins or an increased metabolic demand. Yeah, you're definitely going to feel some fatigue during it, but certain herbs and certain adaptogenic herbs to help you to push through those bouts of fatigue that you may feel. And like I said, keeping the fruits within your system, that sugar prevalent, is going to prevent some of that fatigue that you may feel. Some good adrenal gland hormones that increase energy. You got ashwagandha, you got Siberian ginseng, you got bacopa, you got gotu kola. You know what I'm saying? You got maca. The different forms of maca: red maca, yellow maca, black maca, so on and so forth. So there's different ways that you can keep your energy up and combat a lot of these different symptoms. But you definitely will experience symptoms. But I just want brothers to be aware that when you cleansing and when you detoxing, if you experiencing these symptoms, don't think that the detox is making you sick. You're already sick. Your body is trying to purge it up out of you. And another reason why you feel a lot of fatigue, because the body is trying to conserve energy to cleanse itself. That's why when we're eating big meals, the body spends its most energy digesting a heavy meal. And depending on what's in that meal, it may take anywhere from 6 to 24 hours to actually digest. And if you mixing having bad food combinations, it can take even longer. So I just want to bring that out, as far as the detox and detox symptoms, so brothers are aware of this. There's a few other detox symptoms, but those are the main ones that you can experience. Also, skin breakouts, that's another one. Because when the body's trying to cleanse itself, and a lot of people think it's all about the blood. It's not all about the blood. It's about the lymphatic system. So once you clean the lymphatic system, all skin problems will go away. So you're only seeing these reactions because you have a very toxic lymphatic system, and the body's trying to cleanse itself. And if the body is so toxic that it can't get that out all at one time, it's going to manifest through the skin. So you're going to have those temporary breakouts. And it's only for some people who have really bad skin. I personally haven't experienced any severe breakouts, but some people have. But after a while, they go away, until the body is able to actually purge itself of those things, So, with that, I just hope this short segment was edifying. And, as always, we supposed to, keep our body, pure as possible in the midst of this defiled as world with everything that's messed up, and just always doing ourselves good, man. What I'm saying, as best as possible. It's okay to, eat things that are not completely healthy, sometimes, but make sure you keep that balance within your body, man. So with that, I hope this short segment was edifying, and I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash, Double One, said apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Lek out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Shalom.